Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right
Take a
now.
look at what happened.
Former President Donald Trump ducking for his life after gunshots ring out at his campaign rally in Butler County, Pennsylvania yesterday. Trump was reportedly hit in his upper right ear, but the former president says he is doing fine this morning. The district attorney there says the person who is believed to have opened fire is dead, as well as a bystander. ABC News is reporting that 2 other people are in critical condition. Good morning. There's still a lot what we don't know at this time, but the FBI has identified the shooter. The shooter was 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. ABC reports that Crooks fired at the former president with an AR-style rifle from a rooftop about 200 yards outside of the rally. He was killed by the Secret Service within moments of opening fire. However, the FBI is still trying to find a motive for the shooting. And now Trump was rushed off the stage by the Secret Service and, according to his campaign, is doing fine and receiving medical treatment. And as of the investigation gets underway, it's important to note that this is the first attempted assassination of a presidential candidate in over 40 years. Our Zaria Oates spoke with a local professor who says this could have massive consequences for the election and the nation.
Monumental in the most dark way possible for the United States.
Dr. David Smith, professor of government at North Central Texas College, can count the number of politically charged assassinations in the U.S. on one hand.
Dr. King and Bobby Kennedy and JFK, I think that really was a turning point and a pivotal moment in our political history.
Now, an attempt on former President Donald Trump is added to the list of rare, but sometimes deadly, political violence in this country.
This is the first attempted assassination, according to preliminary reports, on a president or a presidential candidate in person by a shooter since Ronald Reagan in 1981.
With so many details still unclear, but the shock fresh on people's minds, Smith says this could unify the country.
I think that's going to be the rallying point for us going forward as voters, to reorganize and begin speaking with each other again, as opposed to the shouting across the fence.
On top of this rare assassination attempt, just months away from a presidential election, the Republican National Convention begins on Monday.
And so this is going to be on replay, the image, number one, of the attempted assassination, and number two, of the candidate standing up and holding up his fist and saying fight to his supporters at the rally.
Smith says the images of former President Donald Trump being removed from stage by Secret Service are going to be pivotal, as those who are independent voters and those who aren't sure if they're going to vote in their political party or not.
In the meantime, leaders across the political aisle have been condemning the shooting, like former President Donald Trump's chief White House opponent and current President Joe Biden. ABC News reports that President Biden and former President Trump spoke after the shooting, 2 hours after former President Trump was injured at his rally. The president addressed the country. He said he was thankful that former President Donald Trump was safe and that he and his family were praying for him.
But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it.
Vice President Kamala Harris also offering her thoughts and prayers for Trump this morning, and expressed gratitude for the Secret Service's quick response when those shots were fired. Leaders from around the country and the world have condemned yesterday's violence and expressed their hopes that former President Trump is all right. That includes our leaders right here in the Alamo City and in the state of Texas. San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg wrote on X yesterday, quote, "Devastating day for America. Political violence is an immeasurable step beyond the pale. Wishing Donald Trump a swift recovery." Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick posted this statement to X, saying in part, quote, "Like everyone tonight, I am shaken by the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. For him and our country, Our prayers for the family of the Trump supporter who was killed and anyone injured, end quote. And Governor Greg Abbott had this to say just moments after the shooting. Quote, they tried to jail him. They tried to kill him. It will not work. He is indomitable. Well, all this unfolding just days before Donald Trump was set to receive the Republican nomination in his at his Milwaukee party's convention. Trump says he still plans to go despite his injury. So KSAT will show ABC's live coverage of the Republican National Convention next week. It'll start at 9 p.m. and lead right into the night meet through next Monday through Thursday. You can watch it live on KSAT or any of our streaming platforms.
And turning to weather now, outside it's 78 degrees in San Antonio. Definitely a humid start to our day. 74 in Bulverde, 77 in Hondo, and 79 at Stinson. Temperatures right near the dew point. So we got a really tropical air mass overhead. Feels very humid, and that humidity is going to stick with us all day. But unlike the last couple of days, our rain chances are pretty slim. This afternoon, it's only a 20% chance. It's going to stay mostly cloudy today. High temperatures should be manageable. 93 in San Antonio for the high. Not too hot outside, and especially when you compare it to this time last year. Coming up, I'm going to have a look ahead to, even though we're going to dry out for a few days, we will have a chance for rain in the week ahead. Details coming up. Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. It's 8:06 and 78 degrees. Caffeine and classic rock. It's the unique combo you'll find at a local coffee shop. Still ahead, our SA Live team will show you what makes classic rock coffee truly special. Folks in Houston still on the road to recovery following Hurricane Beryl, but hundreds of thousands are still without power this morning. We'll have the latest next. See what it looks like outside with live cam. Yeah, those clouds are sticking around just like Sarah Spivey says to expect throughout today. Triple digits, are they in the forecast this week? I'm hoping no. Sarah will let us know when we come back. It's probably not as hot for us here as it has been for the hundreds of thousands of people in Houston who still don't have power. Hurricane Beryl, which made landfall on Monday, shut their power off. Over 400,000 people are still without electricity as of this morning. Health officials say they're seeing a spike in heat-related illnesses in the Houston metro area. The area's main energy company, CenterPoint Energy, hopes 85% of its customers will have power restored today.
Yeah, it's pretty devastating to see how many people are without power. And even for those who have had power restored, some of them are still running into issues with their AC.
Your parents.
So, yeah, so it's just not a really great situation out there. Hope they can get the power restored to as many people as possible before the week starts. Here in San Antonio, you know, we have had warm and humid days, but it's nothing really compared to last year. So on this day last year, our high was 105 degrees in San Antonio. We were in the middle of a 15-day heat streak where the temperature was above 100 degrees for the afternoon highs. Today, though, what a difference. Our forecast high for the day is only 93, 12 degrees cooler than last year. I don't know about you, but I will take it, even though rain chances are going to be a lot less today. But the reason why we've had milder temperatures is because we've had daily chances of rainfall. This is a look at yesterday's rainfall totals. You can see that there were still those that missed out. Areas from Lavernia up to New Braunfels down to Elmendorf, and anywhere you see these light blues, that's where not a ton of rain fell, but still some decent rainfall in some areas like Bulverde, north of Garden Ridge. The airport picked up half an inch of rain near Helotes, an inch and a half near Canyon Lake. So there were definitely some winners yesterday, and we were all winners because it stayed in the 80s yesterday. Now, unfortunately, the rivers have not really responded to these rains. We really need a good soaking rainfall in order to see our rivers and streams recover. If you're planning on floating the rivers this weekend today, just know that the Guadalupe and the Comal still flowing very slowly at New Braunfels, and the Frio has no flow whatsoever, zero flow at the Frio at Concan. So again, we really need a good soaking of rainfall. It's been great to have these pop-up downpours in the afternoon, but we're going to kind of dry out here in the next couple of days. Only an isolated shower today. Tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, fairly quiet. And then we do, however, though, have more opportunities for rain, especially on Thursday and Friday of this upcoming week. More on that in a bit. Outside right now, staying cloudy this morning in San Antonio. It's 78, 79 in New Braunfels. 81 in Del Rio, 73 in Bernie, and 76 in Kerrville. When you look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, staying mostly cloudy today. I do think we're going to have a few more peaks of sunshine than we did yesterday. Yesterday it stayed overcast all day. By noon it'll be 86. In the afternoon, a small chance, only 20% for an isolated shower. 93 for the high in San Antonio. And we'll have southeast winds at about 10 miles per hour with temperatures falling into the 80s after sunset. High temperatures today, not too bad. A little bit warmer than yesterday, but again, not too bad. 89 in Rock Springs, 91 in Kerrville, 95 in Del Rio, 94 in Pleasanton, 93 in New Braunfels. What's really impressive is that here in San Antonio, we are actually some of the coolest folks, not just personality-wise, but across the nation. You can see that we've got a high temperature forecast of 101 in Salt Lake, 100 in Boise, Idaho, 101 in Billings, Montana. It's going to be 101 in Nashville. Just about as hot in New York City as it is here in San Antonio today. Not something you see every day is that in San Antonio, one of the cooler spots on the map. That heat high, which often is right overhead in the summer and makes us very hot, instead of moving over, it's going to scoot on off to the west away from Texas. We'll still be hot but dry over the next couple of days, but not ridiculously hot. And then by Thursday and Friday, that's when a weak front is going to move into Texas. And that weak front is going to become the potential for a few showers and storms in San Antonio Thursday and Friday as it falls apart. So looking at that 7-day forecast, again, not too bad out there. It could be a lot worse. It could be well into the triple digits. So we could have absolutely no chances for rain, but a few happy rain gauges out there, I think, on Thursday and Friday. Sarah.
I love to see more potential rain in the forecast.
Me too, especially in the middle of July.
Absolutely, thank you. It's 8:15, 78 degrees. Fresh coffee, classic jams are being served up at this local coffee shop. Our SA Live team gives you a look inside next. And let's take a look at your lotto. Your pick 3, 5, 4, 6, Fireball 4, Daily 4, 3, 9, 9, 7, Fireball 6, and your cash 5, 3, 9, 16, 27, 30. Texas Lotto 5, 8, 21, 30, 33, 43, Powerball 9, 55, 59, 66, 69, Powerball 21, Power Play 2. It's a shop that serves a cup of coffee with a side of rock and roll and sandwiches, like with songs, names like Freebird. SA Live's Java Jen Tobias Trusky takes us to a classic rock coffee.
Classic Rock Coffee is putting the buzz back in your cup of Java. Today we get to check out the signature drinks and their signature coffees. I'm sporting one right now. We'll also get some food. Stephania, thank you so much for having me. Let's talk about the backstory here at Classic Rock Coffee. Obviously, such a cool setting, but for those who haven't been, how would you describe it here?
So basically our coffee shop is a franchise, which all started in Springfield, Missouri. And my father and I, we decided to open up the business here in San Antonio just to have a different vibe here. So we wanted something new and different, so we brought in a Classic Rock. And of course, everybody loves coffee.
Yeah, so you guys must obviously love music too.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect combination, right?
Perfect. No, it's always perfect. You enjoy the music, enjoy the coffee, and most important, we get to know everybody here. There's customers that get to know each other and become friends, and it's a cool hangout spot.
Yeah, I can tell you already have a lot of regulars that walk in since I've been here, right? That's awesome. Okay, what drinks are you going to make for us today?
So today we're going to make our 2 most popular ice drinks, which is the White Wedding, and then we're also going to do the Raspberry Beret, and then our other hot popular one would be the hot one, which is the Sweet Emotion. But the White Wedding is caramel and vanilla, and then the Raspberry Beret is white chocolate with raspberry. Sometimes we change it up a bit. Some customers don't like the white chocolate, but we can change it up to dark chocolate.
Ooh. All right, well, let's get started on the drinks.
All right, sounds good.
All right, time to talk food. So this sandwich we're looking at right here is one of the top sellers you said for lunch, right? What are we looking at?
So that right here is our Freebird sandwich, which has our turkey, smoked bacon, Swiss cheese with our aioli sauce. It's one of our most popular sandwiches. Everybody loves it. It's quick, easy. If you don't want to eat too much and feel a little bit light, that's your go-to sandwich for lunch. Or you can order it for breakfast too. So this one right here is one of our top favorite sandwiches for breakfast. It has avocado, it has your egg, it has your bacon, Swiss cheese, tomatoes, and of course your spinach on a croissant. So it's one of our most popular breakfast sandwich.
So I've never heard of a breakfast flatbread. Look at that.
So that's like our little pizza breakfast style. We have scrambled eggs with cheese sauce, bacon, and green onions. Now there's some people that don't like the bacon. We can change it up for you. We can add turkey, we can add ham. We are working on a little bit of a little different recipe for it.
Okay, perfect. What's your favorite on the menu to eat?
Okay, I will be honest with you, my favorite is the Freebird sandwich. That will always be my forever go-to. But if I'm feeling very hungry, why not? The breakfast flatbread is my forever go-to on that one.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to give something a try here. So I think I'm gonna go with the breakfast flatbread. While I take a bite, what are your hours so people can know?
So right now, Mondays are closed, but we will reopen again. So from Tuesday through Friday, we open at 7 a.m. and close at 5. Saturdays is from 8 to 5, and Sundays from 9 to 3.
This is amazing. It's like the pizza, which I love pizza, which get your breakfast. I'll be here tomorrow again for this. Okay, that's delicious. For more information, you can head to our website, salive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab, or scan the QR code on your screen. That's a good spice. Like, it's not too spicy, but
my
it's
favorite salsa. It's my forever go-to.
Perfect. All right, something for all different parts of the day. So you got your breakfast, your lunch, and I can take coffee anytime. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try the raspberry drink here. Tell me again what it's called?
The raspberry beret.
All right, cheers. You're gonna drink anything?
I'll actually try the white wedding. Why not? I'll have this one then.
Cheers.
Cheers.
SA Live airs weekdays at 1 p.m. on KSAT 12. Scan the QR code for more arts, culture, food, fun around San Antonio. Sarah Spivey, you going to sing your White Wedding song?
No, because of copyright.
Oh, come on.
It's a nice day for 93 degrees outside for the high.
That was okay. All right. 8:23, 78 degrees.
Thanks for being my friend, Sarah.
Not a problem. All right, switching gears. Still ahead, former President Donald Trump narrowly avoiding gunfire at a rally in Pennsylvania. The latest on the president's condition and the nation's reaction to the violence. That's Good morning. I'm Sarah Acosta. It is Sunday at 8:27 on this July 14th. And Sarah, I cannot believe we're at mid-July, and yesterday I was able to go on a bike ride in the middle of the afternoon, and it was in the upper 80s.
Amazing, right? In the
It was
middle of July.
wonderful.
Yeah, especially when we think about the fact that by this time last year, we were in the middle of a 15-day triple-digit streak. So it's all the power of having that heat high a little bit away from Texas, some areas of rain out there. Unfortunately, rain is going to be few and far between in the coming days, but we still have those clouds out there this morning. Now, it is very humid. It's not necessarily comfortable outside. It's 78 with 90% humidity, 79 in New Braunfels with 94% humidity. Del Rio already in the 80s, 73 in Bernie, and 77 in Kerrville. Now, it's really going to be a good day for you to walk the dog, okay? There's really not going to be too much you got to look out for, except for in the afternoon, between the hours of 2 to 6 p.m., that's when it's going to be in the low 90s. Otherwise, it's going to be a mostly cloudy day and a great day to walk the dog. So, Sarah, I like to imagine that that's your dog, Scooby.
It kind of looks like Scooby.
It does. Scooby's one of the sweetest dogs ever. Sister, too. And we've got only an isolated shower or storm later on this afternoon, so not like the last couple of days. So drier today through Wednesday with better rain chances actually at the end of the week. You know, sometimes we end up with these dry, long spells in the summer, but we do have rain chances within the 7-day forecast. And here's the thing, not as hot as it was this time last year. I'm going to show you just how hot it was this time last year and how much more mild it will be this week in San Antonio. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Topping headlines this morning, former President Donald Trump, the target of an assassination attempt at a rally In Pennsylvania, the president's ear was grazed by gunfire. One person is dead. 2 others are in critical condition as of this morning. We're also learning some new details about the man who opened fire on the former president.
This is the moment gunfire erupted just minutes into Donald Trump's speech in Pennsylvania.
Take a look at what happened.
At 6:15 p.m. Saturday, several pops could be heard. The former president grabbing his ear, ducking behind the podium. Secret Service members quickly rushing onto the stage to shield him. The crowd just feet away screams, running for cover as agents lift the former president to his feet.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir. Let me get my shoes, sir. Hold on, your head is bloody. So we got to move to the car.
You can see the blood running across Trump's face. As Secret Service agents surround him, the former president reaching through his security detail, pumping his fists in the air. Trump raising one more fist to the crowd as he's put in an armored SUV, rushing him to a local medical center. Trump revealing he was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear.
He started speaking, and then we heard pound, pound, pop, pop, pop.
Tell me what you saw and what you heard. You said that you heard the popping sound and you got down?
Sounds. At first you think like maybe firecrackers, but it continued. It continued, and then somebody yelled, "Get down." We got down, and we huddled, and we started praying.
One man seen gripping his chest, another carried away by 2 police officers. Authorities say one attendee was killed, 2 others critically wounded. Law enforcement sources telling ABC News as many as 8 rounds were fired from an AR-style rifle while perched on an adjacent rooftop outside the perimeter of the event, opening fire less than 200 yards away from Trump's location.
You see law enforcement officials right now, they're putting up this caution tape around this area. This is very much an active scene at this moment.
The Secret Service saying they neutralized the suspected gunman, who the FBI later identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. You can see those snipers reacting to the sound of gunshots, shifting their position before responding fire. A law enforcement official briefed on the investigation tells us this image is believed to show that suspected gunman on the roof. President Biden briefed on the situation, addressing the nation.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this.
Shortly after his address, the White House confirming that President Biden and Trump spoke by phone, but the administration did not provide details of their conversation. Trump posting on Truth Social thanking the Secret Service, saying, "I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country." And overnight, the former president landing back in Newark hours after an assassination attempt that could have taken his life.
This all happened just days before Donald Trump was set to receive the Republican nomination in Milwaukee at his party's convention. Trump says he still plans to go despite his injury. So KSAT will show ABC's live coverage of the Republican National Convention happening next week. It'll start at 9 p.m. and lead right into the night beat next Monday through Thursday. You can watch it live on KSAT or any of our streaming platforms. In other news this morning, the enthusiastic exercise star Richard Simmons has died. ABC News confirmed this through Simmons' representative. Simmons was best known for his uplifting spirit in dozens of exercise videos in the 80s and 90s. Simmons was 76 years old. On Friday, authorities evacuated a plane at San Francisco International Airport after a cabin fire. At least 3 people were injured during that evacuation. One of them had to be hospitalized. Authorities are still investigating the cause of the fire, but it may have been due to a lithium battery. So firefighters at the scene placed what looked like a laptop into a tub of water, which fire officials say is the correct way to extinguish a lithium iron fire. Starting tomorrow, Delta employees will have to alter their uniforms. A new policy states they cannot wear pins representing other countries or nationalities other than the U.S. It happened after 2 flight attendants wore pins showing a Palestinian flag. But a post on X called them Hamas badges, and it went viral after the fallout, the company says it wants to create a, quote, safe, comfortable, and welcoming environment for all. The Beryl County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help in locating the man on your screen you see. He's 42-year-old Solomon Rocky Salinas. He was last seen wearing a yellow shirt and blue lettering, gray shorts, and black Vans. Salinas' family told authorities he may have gone to the Hunter's Pond, and that's in the Loop 410 area. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, you're asked to call BCSO, that number on your screen, 210-335-6000. Happening today, you have one last chance of seeing Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey's Greatest Show on Earth. The circus will bring its last two performances to the Alamo Dome, one at 1 p.m., the other at 5 p.m. this afternoon. Remember, there are no longer animals in the show, but there's still high wire stunts, comedic acts, dance performances, and so much more. Tickets are on sale now. To learn more about it, just head to KSAT.com. Before we head to break, you have just one more day to enter our KSAT Insider contest to win tickets to see Bessel Bluma live at Frostbank Center later this month. He's going to be in town on the 27th. All you have to do is scan that QR code on your screen you see. You can enter our ticket giveaway. So get this, one lucky person doesn't just win 2 tickets, they win 4 to go to the concert. But you have to enter by the end of the day Monday. So tomorrow, you have to enter by the end of the day tomorrow, and you have to be a KSAT Insider. So what you can do is you can sign up to be a KSAT Insider by scanning that QR code so you can enter the contest. For a look at the official rules, just head to KSAT.com. Okay, so yesterday's Project Mend event brought in medical mobility equipment to those in need. Organizers evaluate, refurbish, and clean what's donated. The nonprofit values these events because with just a few hours, they get the same amount of donations they'd usually collect in a month.
As everyone is probably experiencing, medical expenses go up, what insurance covers goes down. There's big gaps in need. So when anybody's in need of that, we don't want somebody to have to not pay their rent to be able to get the equipment to keep them independent and mobile.
Project Mend says it's always accepting donations. If you have powered or regular wheelchairs, walkers, transfer benches, and home hospital beds, and you no longer need them, just head to KSAT.com for more information on how to donate. It's 8:37, 78 degrees. Hey, coming up, we're going to introduce you to the newest member of our GMSA weekend crew. Stay tuned. Okay, this morning we like to introduce you to a new face that you'll be seeing here on GMSA Weekends specifically.
Yes, his name is Devin Karp, and you'll be seeing him both during the week and the weekends with us. So welcome, Devin.
Hey,
welcome,
good
Devin.
morning, y'all. Happy to be here. How's everyone doing today?
We're doing great. And so, Devin, you're going to be our GMSA weekend reporter.
Yeah, that's right.
On the weekdays as well.
Yes, getting both. I'm still getting used to waking up early in the morning, but I'm glad to have HEB coffee again, so
yes.
I think I'll make it through.
That's awesome.
And that's because you are familiar with San Antonio. He is a native Texan.
No, I know. I'm one of them. Yeah, I was born and raised in Houston, then moved out to Kingwood a little bit after that. Then I went to college at Trinity University, spent a great 4 years here at San Antonio, and was actually an intern at KSAT. This was my first time on air. I went on the morning show, and I remember being very nervous, and I think I'm still a little bit nervous, but you know.
I remember when you did that, and you did great. And
well, thank you.
There you are as an intern,
when
right?
Devin was
I know.
an intern,
Time flies.
I will never forget this. We were having a station-wide corporate meeting. Our former CEO of Graham Media was here, and they were like, any other questions? And she was like, I have a question. I don't remember what the question was, but I was like, what is an intern doing asking a question? But she was like, oh, very impressed.
I figured I had nothing to lose. And even back then, I knew that this was like such a great company and such a great station. I wanted to make my way back here. And so after living in Colorado for about 2 years, I'm glad to say I'm back in San Antonio.
So you, I guess, missed the humidity, huh?
You know, I'm glad I won't be covering snowstorms anymore, that's for sure.
Okay.
But, the humidity takes a little bit of adjustment, but it's not too bad.
Yeah. So so we know that you obviously love your career, but what do you do for fun outside of work?
Oh, let's see. Well, I did live in Colorado, like I said. I fell in love with hiking, liked going on big, tall mountains. I love to watch movies. I played tennis, grew up doing that with my dad and my family, and that was really
Sarah.
wonderful.
Sarah played tennis too.
Oh, all right. We'll have to get on the court and see how something happens. Yeah, but I've been doing that, and I like going for hikes, playing music. Always been big about local music, so it's great to get to the San Antonio. Brings me back to some of my time, going and watching people at the Paper Tiger. So seems like it'll be fun to come back.
So
yeah.
okay, so you like music. Do you play any instruments?
I do play music.
What do you play?
If you ever see me incessantly tapping, it's because, I'm a drummer. I've been doing that for a while.
That's
it's a really great way to get my stress out and kind of express myself. I enjoy it a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's your favorite thing about being back in San Antonio?
I loved the culture. I love the people, but I'm really, really happy to get some more Tex-Mex. I mean,
nice.
The food in Colorado is pretty good, but you just can't beat a good street taco here. That's definitely for sure.
What's your favorite kind of taco?
Ooh, probably carne asada, a little bit of cheese, some cilantro. Can't beat it.
Okay, cool. Well, I foresee some breakfast tacos in our future for GMSA.
Fingers crossed, right?
Devin, you have so much energy.
Yeah.
This guy is like energized, and I love the energy. So welcome to GMSA Weekends. We're excited to have you, and I'm excited to see your ability, because I know you're very versatile in your reporting. So you're going to be we're just happy to have
Thank you.
have a reporter on our crew and have someone that's as energetic as Devin.
I'm happy to be here. I fell in love with local storytelling here at KSAT, and makes me want more.
Great. I need to know where you get your glasses. That's what my question is. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the weather. We have got such a better forecast than this time last year. So take a look at last year's highs. I know I showed this yesterday, but I think it's important to just get the point across. At this point last year, we were in the middle of a triple-digit heat streak. We saw 100 degrees or more for 15 days in a row, and it's only when we dropped to 99 did that streak break by the end of day 15. So this was last year. This is what we were dealing with last year. Yesterday, the high temperature last year was 106, but yesterday we only reached 85 degrees, so 20 degrees cooler yesterday because of the clouds, because we had some areas of rain. Now, as we look ahead to the forecast, you can see, yes, it's going to be hot. It's July, but it is not going to be unbearably hot like it was this time last year. The forecast high today is 93. That's 12 degrees cooler than last year's high on this date of 105. So I'll take it. In fact, other parts of the nation are going to be much hotter than San Antonio. That's because that heat high is elsewhere. It's not directly over Texas. Heat advisory for areas across the plains, down toward New Orleans, New York City under a heat advisory, as well as parts of the Atlantic coast. Take a look at forecast highs across the nation. It's going to be 101 in Salt Lake City. So Devin was in Colorado just before he moved back to San Antonio. 101 in Colorado today, in Denver, but only 93 in San Antonio, 102 in Wichita, 95 in Charleston, so even hotter in Charleston and hotter in Washington, D.C. Here's that heat high. It's going to be moving off to the west, so it's not even going to move over Texas in the coming days. Yes, it's going to be warmer, 96 for the high, but not unbearably hot. And then by Thursday and Friday, we have a weak front moving across Texas that's going to provide a 30% chance for some showers and storms kind of pop up in the afternoon, like what we've been dealing with the last couple of days, Thursday and Friday. So not only are we not going to reach 100 degrees, but we also have more opportunities for rainfall in the week ahead. Thursday and Friday, rain chances sit at 30% for you to see rain in your backyard, and we may be able to raise that. Hey, we just got the pollen count in. It's good news. I know moles are high, but they're down quite a bit from yesterday. Yesterday, moles were at 15,000, so it is nice to see that change there. Moles high at only 1,200. It is cloudy outside right now, and we're slowly going to start to see some peaks of sun later on today. 78, feeling like 81. When we look out at temperatures elsewhere, 81 in Del Rio, 74 Rock Springs. Good morning, New Braunfels, 79, 78 in Pleasanton. And looking at our KSAT 12-hour forecast, a steady rise of the temperatures throughout the day. We'll be looking at, again, a high temperature close to about 93 degrees for the high in San Antonio. So temperatures slowly starting to rise from where they're at right now. Temperatures going to be close to about 93 in the afternoon. So my graphics have frozen up on me. I guess the weather wants to stay at 79 all day, which I wouldn't hate if that was to happen, but we've been having a little bit of weather computer troubles. So again, high temperature, we can come back to me and Sarah, high temperature of 93 today for the high. And then in the week ahead, Thursday and Friday, we have a chance for rain. So
how much do we need the rain still, Sarah?
We still do. Even though we've had an active weather pattern, there's extreme drought across the hill country. This is the way I like to think about it. Okay. Like our yards are pretty nice right now. They're pretty green. On the surface, things look good. But deep into the soils, we've still got pretty dry patches. You know, the aquifer is 30 feet below the average. We need the rain.
Okay. Which means I need to go water the garden probably today. I have 7 melons that are growing out there.
I saw them. Are they watermelons?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Very excited about that. All right, it's 8:49, 78 degrees. Let's take a look outside. I love that cloud coverage that we're having right now. If you want to go outside, do something. Hey, today, like Sarah said, not getting too hot. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. We'll be right back. This morning, we have a sneak peek at the latest Deadpool flick, which will have the wisecracking bounty hunter side by side with the X-Man Wolverine, while the more family-friendly Minions 3 got its official release date announcement.
So for the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Jason Nathanson.
What can we expect from the upcoming Marvel movie Deadpool and Wolverine? The highly anticipated film had its premiere in London last night, and director Sean Levy said he's really excited for fans to see it.
You're going to see when you see the whole movie is not only a lot of surprises that the internet has not predicted, thankfully, but that it becomes a story of these two guys who develop a friendship. And that's really the emotionality of the movie, and the story is one of its most subversive elements.
Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Deadpool and Wolverine opens in the U.S. July 26th. Marvel is owned by Disney, the parent company of ABC News.
Public support for the moon mission is rock bottom.
In theaters this weekend, a fake moon landing is the setting for the 60s rom-com Fly Me to the Moon, starring Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. And at the premiere this week in New York, Johansson said that while her movie may have a fake moon landing, she doesn't believe in conspiracy theories.
We had the pleasure of showing this film to widows of the astronauts of the Apollo 1 mission. I think as soon as you meet people, anyone that's involved in the space program, I don't know. There's no way you could possibly feed into that area. It just seems absurd.
We're blowing up.
The space program is a bloated mess.
Fly Me to the Moon should top the new releases at the box office this weekend. On the heels of the success of Despicable Me 4, we have a date for Minions 3. It'll be in theaters June of 2027. And Fast and Furious star Michelle Rodriguez with a birthday today. She's 46. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Okay, so Sarah, I want you to keep your fingers crossed. I think I got my graphics to work. Woo! All right, let's check it out. So in your KSAT 12-hour forecast, cloudy this morning. Here we go. Yes,
Yay!
There we go. A small chance for an isolated shower or storm today, but the chance is only 20%, a lot less than the last couple of days. High temperature of 93 in San Antonio. Again, not too bad. It could be a lot worse. In fact, this is cooler than average. Our average high this time of year is 95. We're going to be at 96 and mostly sunny, so some sunshine tomorrow and Tuesday if you've been missing the sun. And then by Thursday and Friday, we are going to have another opportunity for rain. I say opportunity because it's not a guarantee for everyone, but a few downpours in the afternoon is possible Thursday and Friday. So I don't know about you, Sarah, but this weather kind of just puts me in a better mood than when it's 100 degrees outside.
And I think even the people are like, oh, I don't like the clouds. I will take the clouds. Like, I'm in the best mood when it's cloudy.
I know, makes for the best pictures too.
Right? Overcast pictures? We know. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you guys for watching. We hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday.